We have DMK Organization Secretary T.K. Salongo with us. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir. The talk of the nation right now is about the Indie Bloc MPs going ahead and giving a signature letter to the Speaker seeking impeachment of Judge G.R. Swaminathan. What is the reason behind it?
See, G.R. Swaminathan has failed in certain things in his judgments. When way back in 2014, there was a petition filed in the court that the lamp should be lit in another place, but he had dismissed the petition, stating that long practices say that a lamp is lit in this place, so there is no need for that. It was a two-judge panel. A single judge cannot deviate from the higher bench. He has done that intentionally. And in many of the cases, many courts have already said that the long-term practices should not be changed in temples. That was also violated by the judge. So this impeachment, he is siding with the religious groups. He is not genuine in his. He cannot. A judge cannot take side with any group. He should be neutral, and he should judge a case on the merits of the case. But here, without thinking anything, immediately on taking up the petition and immediately passing orders is judicially wrong. That is the contention of our party, and so we want an impeachment. He had violated the norms of judiciary.
See, the state has also condemned his using of reserved police force over there instead of the
That's
state.
right. Law and order is a state subject as per the constitution. He has violated the constitution in that terms also. He should have asked the police to do that. But he had sent his own people, which means he wants to take a position against the government. A judge should not do that. In all terms, he had violated the judicial procedures, and he has not acted as a judge. He has acted in favor of one side of the petitioner. That is absolutely wrong. That is why we want an impeachment. We will explain these things in the parliament. Let the whole world know. Because if this comes for a debate, we will tell what wrong this judge had done. That will come before the public of the country.
Questions also being raised why Tamil Nadu government did not follow the judge's order and why police did not allow the petitioner twice, not one day but 2 days, to even walk up the hill and light up the lamp.
They cannot do that because the light is lit by the temple authorities, not the political parties. Now the political party is paraded there to light the lamp, which is wrong, which is an insult to God. In fact, Lord Muruga, the devotees of Lord Muruga who are living in Tiruparankundram has always preferred to light the lamp in a different place. They are Hindus. They were doing that. Muslims are not lighting the lamp. Hindus were doing that. So they are against Hindus. They claim that they are for Hindus. They are doing things against Hindus, but claim that they are for Hindus. The people living in Tiruparankundram should decide as to where they should light the lamp, not outsiders. They were doing it for quite many years. But why should the judge intervene in that in favor of a group which has no connection whatsoever with Tiruparankundram, who are not even residents of Tiruparankundram? Why do they do that?
Also, now on one side, Annamalai claims that this decision is to only appease the minorities. However, the Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan calls this as selective outrage against just one judge. He was also quoting Justice Gawai in another case and also the Supreme Court judges in Sabrimala case as well, asking they were not called for impeachment, but this is selective outrage.
Let them give notice for impeachment. They have MPs in their party, in Pawan Kalyan's party. Are there no MPs there? Let them give notice. Who stopped them? We have a grudge over this judge we are giving. It is our preference, it is our duty to do that. We cannot go on giving notices against all judges in every court. If that has happened, the Gawai is retired first. There is no need for giving impeachment. First thing. That also he did not know. Secondly, they have MPs, let them give notice. Who stopped them?
How is now Tamil Nadu government going to take forward? You have appealed to the Supreme Court as well, but
That apart, this is an impeachment against the judges for the removal of judges, the judge. So there will be a discussion in the House because it needs 100 MPs to sign. 120 MPs have signed, so it will be taken up. It has to be necessarily taken up for discussion. At the end of the discussion, we will say why we want impeachment against the judge, and that message will go to the whole country. They will know what is happening, what the judge did.
can the state also say why it is not being allowed to light the lamp over that small Deevatun pillar?
It was the practice. That is what I said. 100 years of practice. We cannot change that. The people wanted us to do that. Continue with that. The people who are living in Tirupparangundram, not the people. The Hindus who are living in Tirupparangundram wanted that to continue. They have approached the government. So the government stood by their side. These outsiders want to create trouble there. That is why they have entered that place.
That was T.K. Zulongon was very clearly mentioned. What is the reason behind seeking of impeachment against Judge G.R. Swaminathan? And he says that this is a kind of issue that is being brought up by outsiders in Tirupparamkundram. With Irfan, Pramod Madhav, for today.